Welcome back to the Healthy Business Podcast. Next up, we have Audrey Hall, the president of the EcoServe Pest Services and the winner of the Buffalo Business First 30 Under 30. I was actually shocked. She's so darn mature. I didn't even realize she was under 30, for crying out loud. You see her dynamic personality in the interview. And as you hear her speak, you really get a good understanding of why EcoServe is as successful as they are. Also, she sent me a wrapped package that she asked me not to open until during the interview. And this is one of those where you most definitely want to watch at least some of this because right when I open up that gift, that's just about when the interview falls off the rails. So you got to get the real true effect, the full effect by watching it. And at the end of the interview, I also have a special treat. We have Dakota Hall, Audrey's beautiful little daughter, the CTO, the Chief Toddler Officer. You got to watch this little clip of her playing her role at EcoServe Pest Services. So without any further delay, Audrey Hall, president of EcoServe Pest Services. Okay, I'm here with Audrey Hall. She's the president of EcoServe Pest Services. And Audrey, thank you very much for coming in. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and a little bit more about EcoServe, please?
Yeah, so EcoServe, I'm second generation. Business has been around since 2000, and we service all of Erie County, Niagara County, and Orleans County, and we take care of homes and businesses. Most everyone needs pest control in some form or another, whether it's to keep them away or if something pops up, and that's what we're here for.
Very nice, very nice. So I guess the first question is are all of the pests following the quarantine rules?
No.
That
No,
is unfortunate.
no, they don't. I mean, it's unfortunate for some people.
This is true.
We are in a business podcast, right, Tony? I can be very honest with you about that. It's the shifts have been really interesting though, because a lot of people have seen articles on rats and how they're moving into the suburbs, and we've seen that a little bit over the past few years. But the coronavirus and the shutdown of restaurants and dumpsters that were once overflowing with food that was readily available for the rats and mice and all sorts of critters to get into is not there anymore. And they still got to eat just like we do. So homes and trash cans and those type of things then become secondary food sources to them. And so we see an uptick in rats right now. Carpenter rats are really big this time of year, so we're getting calls on those. Weather plays a lot into that stuff. And so it's just this weird weather. Everyone hates it. It does weird things for bugs. And so we kind of just have to watch it a little bit. But it's interesting, makes every day something new.
Yeah, sure. So how is business faring for you now during the quarantine?
Surprisingly well. Honestly, it's a weird conversation to have because I know a lot of people are going through a really hard time right now. So when it first came out, we were really nervous about where things were going to go and whether pest control was going to be something that people required. And our team has just done a fantastic job, I think, of showing the value of the services we provide. And the other thing too that I don't think I necessarily took into consideration is that people are home now. So they're seeing insects that when you're home 20% of the time, or you're tired after the end of the day, you don't necessarily care to deal with the bug problem. But when you got the whole family at home and you're trying to live in this environment all 24/7, bugs become kind of a big deal, and people see more of it. So I see a little bit of that too. People are just noticing things more, or they're out in their yard more, and you got to keep the kid. I got a 4-year-old, and I don't know what to do with myself or with her. So it's like, there are a lot of parents out there that are like probably going a little stir crazy. No, I don't think anyone wants bugs as something to deal with on top of the 20 things that you have to deal with every minute of every day.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. So are you saying you did not have to make any cuts in your business?
No, so for about 4 weeks, our team is just phenomenal. They're just so accommodating and upbeat through this whole thing. But we pushed hours back a little bit, and everyone was really good with that. They understood. Yeah, our goal is never to let anyone go or do layoffs or anything like that. And it's been a really surprisingly um, good process for us. People have been um, really good about it. Yeah, they keep me going. I think more than the other way around, which I'm not surprised by. Honestly, we got a great team, but yeah, there are moments where you're like, okay, where just kind of feel like the world's on fire a little bit. So they've stabilized things in a way that I'm just really grateful for.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I could see where there's still going to be a demand for your type of business. I know that every year I have these ants. They start out in the sidewalk, which is that way, and I see them collecting over near the sidewalk, and every year there's this line that they want a path they want to take, and it happens to go through my house. There's no detour. They're going right through my house because they've probably been doing that for 1,000 years, and they want to go somewhere. So I see ants in my house every year.
Yeah, you're not alone. But, I mean, the interesting thing about, are they the little ones or the big ones?
The little ones.
Okay, yeah. So ants in general, we call it trailing, but when they follow that line, you see marching ants, that's a real thing. But every time they walk, they're leaving what we call a pheromone trail, which is just basically scent droplets that they leave behind them. And every time that they follow those, that path gets more established. And so all of those ants start following that trail inside, thinking, oh yeah, there's something really good in there. And if you think about it, what do houses have? A lot of times they got crumbs,
Mm.
right? They've got moisture. You got plumbing lines that, unless your walls are torn apart for construction, you're not going to know what's back there. A lot of you get condensation, plumbing lines that have that water that they need and shelter from the outside elements. So yeah, I mean, our homes are a really good environment for pests, unfortunately, which is where we step in and try to keep that from kind of becoming a bigger problem for people.
Yeah, yeah, right. And there's really not much you could do about that, right? I mean, it's just every year you're going to end up with those ants, right?
No, not necessarily. There's definitely certain things you can do. You want to figure out why they're there in the first place. Where are they entering in the structure of the home, and from that you can get rid of the problem that's established inside the house, and then tackle it. Most of our services are exterior because, as you just explained, that's where those bugs are coming from.
Mm.
So we can target the outside in very specific areas to keep them from coming back. And a lot of the customers that we have around here that are homeowners, they have that preventive service plan with us because they know that you can stop them from the outside, not have to use any material on the inside. And it's not like it used to be 5-10 years ago where you'd think of the exterminator coming in and just like blowing everything around. It's super concentrated. The gaps and the cracks and the plumbing lines and the utility lines, those are the places where they're coming in. So we focus on those areas. Every house is going to be a little bit different, the way that it's made up, whether it's a 100-year-old home or whether it's a 5-year-old home. So you kind of have to address each home differently. But from that, you could do a really good job at keeping the ants at bay and most other pests too. I would say there's a lot of things people can do in the springtime. Just yard work can go a long way at um, pushing the bugs out of there. People don't realize, like leaf debris, if you got a deck and leaf debris gets underneath there, that is like haven central for bugs. So just getting that out of there eliminates, a pile of leaves that holds water, which is, protected by a deck and things like that. Those are areas where all sorts of bugs get in. And sealing up around those gaps and cracks around the outside. Honestly, just a tube of like clear silicone caulk goes a long way. And then the other thing, ants, tree branches. So like we have trees galore around here. A lot of neighborhoods do. But any of those trees that are touching the house, the structure, we consider that a highway into the home. Scroll right up it, go right onto the house, and you would not know any different because when it's warm out, they like to be outside. And a lot of times people don't realize they have a problem until it's discovered and it's a little bit larger of a problem than, snipping a tree branch off.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for that.
It's interesting. Every day is totally different.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting that you're seeing some different calls or patterns during this quarantine time with the rats and things like that.
Yeah. And the other weird thing too is travel is basically eliminated. So bed bugs are just not a thing right now.
Wow. That's interesting.
So, yeah. No one's, cruise lines, hotels, people are just not moving or staying put. So bed bugs are hitchhikers, people travel for work, people travel for, vacations, things like that. Right now, we typically see people coming back from spring break and we'd see an uptick in things like that.
Nothing.
Everything has been canceled. So
wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. Now
yeah.
you are part of this year's Buffalo Business First 30 Under 30.
That's what they say.
Congratulations on that. Congratulations.
I'm just super thrilled to be under 30 still. I am like, what do we say? I'm like 4 months away from being 30.
Nice.
So I'm going to hang on to this like every day. I still got it.
So tell us a little bit about that. How does that come about? How do you end up with a nomination like that?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I had a couple people nominate me. I don't know. I didn't nominate myself. I don't know. It's weird.
So you were nominated. They selected you.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I guess that's how the process works. I typically think that's typically how situations like that come about, but I don't know.
Well, good for you. That clear. Do you know who nominated you?
Yeah, Lucas Salino and Donna Scalfaro.
Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic.
Really good people. They're just two people I totally look up to in every single way.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I know both of them as well, and they're both good people. I know Luke was 30 under 30 himself.
He was.
Yes, he was last year. Actually,
that's not surprising. He should win it every year. I had some customers like congratulate me, and they're like, "Well, that's surprising. I thought you'd be like 40 under 40."
Wow.
They're like, wait, it's not for your intelligence, not because you look super old. Listen, it's not. It's a weird award to get because this is so much towards, my husband's my business partner and he drives the ship here and I adjust the sails a little bit and everyone working here just it's just as much theirs as it is mine. I'm really super grateful. It's one of the things we do here is we talk about teamwork and everyone makes the difference. And so getting an award like this feels weird because I think it's everyone making a difference and not just our customers' lives, but our community and keeping people safe from pests and having a good time. One of the things I talk about a lot, be like beating a dead horse is like, if you want to go to work every day, you got to have fun with what you're doing. It makes no sense when you spend most of your life working to make money to enjoy downtime if you're not having fun. So while I do some quirky things around the office and I think my team thinks I'm a little bit crazy, we try to have fun with it.
What kind of quirky things?
Oh, Tony, I'm super glad you asked. I think there was a package at your desk or that I left at your house. Do you have that?
I do. I think this may
be a good segue
Oh my goodness.
Trying to show the quirkiness of Audrey.
Should I show that? I'm going to show the package that showed up at my front door.
I do this to my people all the time. They think I'm nuts.
Well, first of all, on the outside of the package, I have a sucker, but it's not any sucker. This sucker has little dead ants all inside it. Very nice touch. I can't wait to try this baby out. Oh, it's apple. I didn't know ants tasted like apple. Very nice.
It's like but those are real ants.
Oh, I could tell. They're
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till this is better than what are those the pops where you get the Tootsie Roll in the middle. I get the ants.
Same concept. You know what? I would shake those in front of the ants that you have in your house and just be like, look, this is what you could be. So
oh, wow. Is this one of the secrets? Is this one of the EcoServe special secrets on how you get the ants out of the house?
I swear to you, we come to houses it probably happens a few times a week. They'll be like, there's ants everywhere, there's bees everywhere, and we show up, there's nothing. They know we're coming. We sounded the alarm.
Nice. Nice. Very nice.
But yes. Please open your mystery package.
Okay, so I have a tea, so I know that was for me.
Yep, I wanted to clarify, and I want to make sure I got the right house. So.
What? I got a bag of cooked and dehydrated mixed bugs.
Yeah, you did.
Seasoned with salt.
Okay.
All right.
So, are you feeling adventurous?
Tell me about this. What am I going to be doing? So I get it. This is actually.
You get like all these cool people on your podcast, and I'm just an exterminator, so we got to keep it fun. You get ciabattas, you get chicken, and then you get Community Beer Works where you get to drink beer on your podcast. So why not just do bugs, right?
Why not do bugs? And this is all about, are we cooking this or do I just open it up and eat it like peanuts?
Yeah, we're just snacking right now.
Oh, you want me to do this live?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, I can't prepare for this one.
I wasn't about ready to tell you prior to it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it.
Oh, wow. So it's a bag. And then inside, I got a smaller bag.
But open it up. And listen.
Are you opening yours? Because I see you got one too. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. So I got to show. I mean, we got some larvae looking creatures.
Yep.
That thing. Oh, my goodness. Is that what you do after you collect all your bugs? Is you throw some salt in there? Look at that. Oh my God. This is big. All right, you ready? I'm taking 3 of these.
You're just doing 3. Do you see these ones have eyes? I don't know. Hopefully everyone's got a good stomach here.
That's a cricket right there. Oh, I gotta get a cricket.
Larva and a cricket. Yeah, there's
a cricket.
It's like getting like a mixed nuts package except for bugs.
With some salt. So that's
salt.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna. Oh man, I just dropped it on the. All right, here I got 4 of them going in my mouth right now.
All right, cheers.
Oh, sure. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's actually it's not a bad flavor. It's not. No. I'm eating more. I mean, it tastes.
Are you hungry?
I did go for a run this morning.
Oh. Wow.
That's not bad.
Good for you, Tony.
Oh, look at this. Check this one. I did get a cricket. Look at that. Well, let me show you. There we go.
Oh, that's a good size one.
With the eyes.
Don't let that go.
Extra crunchy.
Yeah, a lot of protein too. So,
This is what a great gift. And they're not alive. Right? I love this. This is fantastic. Thank you. I will eat the rest of these. I will eat the rest of these.
Well, I will not. So
that is a really nice, very nice treat. Something definitely different. I think you've outdone yourself there.
It tastes just like ciabattas, doesn't it? Sorry, Kathleen. Love you.
That's good comedy. Thanks again for that. That is nice.
Welcome, Tony.
You know, we have the social distancing, and you want to keep your employees safe, and obviously you want to keep the customers safe. How are you handling that? What adjustments are you making?
Yeah, so we immediately drew up some protocols, sent it out to, email blast our customers, just letting them know that we're making some pretty strict adjustments on services. So for those reoccurring residential programs, we kind of paused going inside. Usually we like to get inside during those winter services to check on things, but we kind of put that on hold for the safety of our customers as well as our team. We also did, we always do, if there is an emergency, we'd go inside and do same gloves, face mask, and then and booties, disposable boot covers, which we did anyways. But and then once they got outside, we got everyone hooked up with some disinfectant spray for their vans, and put together a checklist of everything that they needed to do after every service visit. So, contact surfaces like door handles, as soon as you step in a vehicle, I mean, how many things do you touch with your fingers?
Right.
Steering wheel, you got your dashboard, you've got the side panel here where the door is, your cell phone. I mean, how many, like for me personally, I've never cleaned my cell phone so much in my life, which grosses me out for how I handled it prior to this. So moving forward, that will be changing. But it was just a lot of sanitary practices. And then the other thing is most of our services, like I said, are from the outside. So we're able to do those inspections and make sure that there's no cracks or gaps around the outside of a house or around the outside of a commercial facility. And the other thing too is we do food processing plants, we do nursing homes, we do school systems, and our team did a great job communicating, having those conversations before we even stepped, on site, saying, what are your protocols? What does it look like? Here's what we're doing, but is there anything else we need to be doing? Do we need to stay out of the inside? Do we need to do a thermometer check, as soon as we walk through the door? And a lot of our customers are doing that. But making sure that we're all on the same page has kind of made things a lot I wouldn't say easier, but we have an idea before we walk through the door of what that customer expects of us, and that's been really good.
That's great.
So,
That's great. I
yeah.
think, between every question, I'm going to take a few more bugs here. And
You're kind of showing me up here a little bit.
people have told me they like the sound of the crunching and the eating and the drinking. So
I can hear it. I definitely can hear it.
can you hear that? I'm going to, I mean, we're talking, this is huge. Like I have like, some of this is getting on the desk. I have like bug legs on my desk here. Just, but look at that one. That one, that's a big cricket right there.
I just feel like this is an anatomy lesson at this point. Like this is a little worm, like a little mealworm.
Little larvae.
Yeah.
You're not eating it though, huh?
Sure. Mm-hmm. So good.
This was your idea, so come on. I know there's a good amount of bugs in here.
A lot of bugs. Like,
there are a lot of bugs.
It's like, how like there's like a bag of like Lay's potato chips and you open it up and it's like not even a quarter full.
Yes.
This is not that situation. This whole bag is full of bugs.
They couldn't put more in there, I don't think.
No. So thoughtful of them.
That is, this is a good 20, 30 minutes of munching right here, I think.
So maybe we should just like hang up now and you can continue to eat this so your weird listeners can enjoy the sound of the crunch.
Just crunch. And when we're done with the interview, I will just continue to eat these for the next 30 minutes. I'll just do that.
And I think maybe the title should just be like Tony crunching. The sounds of Tony crunching.
That might just get more listeners. It just
I don't know if it's like the right audience you're looking for,
I
but
Audrey, I don't even know the audience that I'm looking for at this point,
it
so
doesn't matter.
it doesn't even matter. Exactly. We're all in quarantine,
It doesn't matter.
and you are as well. Who are you in quarantine with, and how's that working out for you?
So, quarantined with my husband, Scott. We're getting a substantial amount of house projects done,
Nice.
for better or worse. And then my 4-year-old daughter, Dakota, um, and I just need this weather to warm up because I need to like get her outside and she wants to go outside every single day and she's
Yes.
driving me. I can't do, like, it's 40 degrees outside, kid. We're not going outside. Like, here's your room, here's your toys, we'll play, but like, I can't do this right now. And we have 3 labs, 2 black labs and a chocolate lab. And so it's a lot of dog noises and them playing inside and us kicking them outside, and then they bark at everyone walking by because everyone and their brother is outside walking these days. So yeah.
That's good. That's good. It gets you out there with the dogs. Something to do at least. As
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to
Yeah.
go and get a couple more bugs here. Man, there are some really interesting looking creatures in this bag. And it's like, you're right, Audrey. Every time I take, like I have 7 in my hand and I'm looking in the bag and it's almost as if this bag keeps filling up.
It's like magic.
It is.
Like, why can't that happen with like a bag of popcorn or a bag?
Right. Right. Exactly.
And I know you're a health nut, so I think this is probably good for you. Like, what is this one? Look at this one.
Yeah, that I kind of feel sorry for that one.
Do you though?
It's got, look at those eyes. I don't know what that is or was, but it looks crunchy. Why don't you throw that in your mouth?
Nope.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Okay, Tony.
One,
Ready?
yeah, please.
Ready.
That, go for it.
Oh God.
Nice.
It's hard. It's like a Jolly Rancher, but not. Oh God.
Swallow. Gotta swallow it. Don't spit that. Don't spit that bug out.
Holy crap. That's disgusting.
That's protein.
Mm.
That is protein. So we all have a little more spare time on our hands, and I'm curious, what are you doing with your spare time? Watching, reading? What are you doing?
Cleaning the house. Painting.
Cleaning the house. Yeah.
We're doing some painting. I don't know if I'm like, you can see. Well, I tried washing it out as best as well. You see that?
Oh, you have some paint in your hair.
I
I
put some
see.
paint in my hair. It's not coming out, so, but it's fine. Yeah, that and what else am I doing? Yeah, just work, planning, numbers and all that fun stuff. I've been doing some I have a girlfriend who owns a company down in North Carolina, so I'll talk with her at night um and that's been enjoyable. And cocktails too. I'm making a mean vodka tonic.
Very nice.
Perfecting it. Yep.
Very nice. Yeah. Good. Very good. Very good. And Audrey, if we wanted to learn more about you or EcoServe Pest Services, where do we need to go?
Do you think after this interview anyone wants to know any more about me?
That's funny. I'm going to have a few more of these.
Those poor people.
Wow.
Yes, you can, if you dare, you can visit us online at ecoservepest.com and check us out there. We're on Facebook. We have so this past year and a half now, our dog Theo has kind of come into the mix with our marketing and stuff. So he's an actual dog that comes to the office too. So we bring him in here and he tortures everyone, or does some fun stuff around here. So I usually post that stuff on Facebook. So if you're into dogs, follow us there. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I got 3 crickets and unknown looking creature in my hand right now. So
Might as well.
oh my goodness.
That's a good noise. That is a good crunch.
Those crickets really crunch much better than some of these other whatever we have in here. But that's a pretty good taste. I really do believe I will eat that whole bag.
I'll send you the link if you just want to put it on order,
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to go that far. I just choked on a leg there.
Oh, God.
Audrey Hall, president of EcoServe Pest Services. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for the special gift that you left at my house, the ant sucker, which I will enjoy as well. And of course, the very memorable mixed bugs bag of treats. It's fantastic. Fantastic. There we go. It's dehydrated grasshoppers, mole crickets, silkworms, crickets, sago worms, and salt. There you go. That's quite a nice group of different creatures.
Yeah, just do what I can over here.
Audrey, thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
You got it. You stay safe.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, EcoServe Pest, I'm gonna get you maybe chocolate vanilla when I wake up. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let me get it on an EcoServe Pest. EcoServe Pest name, B-F-O-G. Maybe F-O-Y, okay? Okay, maybe I'm gonna look on my YouTube and then I'm gonna get back to my work. Is that okay? Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's okay with you.